Hello everybody. What I'm going to do today, just said I was going to do, is mount my camera behind the Yankee banner. So I want to see where it comes there. So we want to put it up here. So I want to mark it. I'm going to mark it. And they say to use a drill and everything, but I'm going to use something else. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to be doing. It's got to be here. That would be in the realm where we want it. So I would say right about here. I don't want it showing. So if I put it here, right here, I'm definitely covering the computer thing. So the computer is about the size of the about the size of the screwdriver. I'll show you. It's about the size of the screwdriver right here. So what we're going to do is take this and get it out of our way. What we'll do is we'll put it right through the phone ring light here. That it's out of the way. Nope, we can't do that. I need to get this out of the way. So what I can do is just tie it up. We have to get it out of the way. So I'm gonna have to get a tie or something and tie it up. Okay, I got a push pin, and what we're gonna do is just put it over here like this, out of the way. Now it's out of the way. So you see the computer. I will show you the size of the thing, and it's just about the size of the screwdriver. So I want to look at that. So we want to put it up here. So what I want to do is just make a mark here in the wall, right about here, with the hammer, so you can see. All right, right here. We're going to make a mark. We got one, and I want to take this out. We'll have to move this out of the way too. The chair, and this out of the way. And of course this out of the way. Get all this stuff out of the way. All right, now what I have to do is see there's holes in this too, which we'll not be using. What we're going to have to do is turn this around, I believe, but we'll work on that a little later. Bring that down. We're going to put this over here, out of the way. So I got to get this out. This is my hard drive right here. Okay. And the computer is on, so it's off. So what we want to do is take this out so that we can work. We have to see what wires we have, so we'll be able to mount the camera on here and put it right to the wall. So now what I have to do is find out how we have to mount this. I believe I went over the instructions, but just to make sure. Just for the lights, the instructions are in here. We don't have anything, we can put everything on the desk here. That out of the way. Now I'm wondering, do we have to mount the computer in the thing, or can we just mount it on the wall? Here's my hole. That's what we want to do. And then screw it in. So would it, do we have to look at the instructions? This basically tells you how to mount it on the wall or behind a desk. Drywall mount right here. This is the desk mount, which we're not doing. So drywall mount. This is under a desk or a table, say. Under a desk mount, this is a drywall mount right here. So basically that's what we want to do. So you don't need the screws for that mount. If you had it under a desk and everything, you're going to mount it on the wall. So now let's see mounting instructions. Now this is crazy. I looked at these mounting instructions and everything else, and what happens is this: thank you for purchasing the computer. All right, you see that card? It's telling you thank you for the computer. So drywall mount, wood surface mount, and this tells you, note, for installing drywall anchors, search how to install plastic toggle anchors on YouTube. Where would you think? I looked at it and I know what to do, and they tell you to get a drill and drill the hole and everything. But what I want to do is I just want to put it up here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a hole here, and I'm going to see about getting it level. We'll go So right about here, I would say. All right, now we have to see if it's level. So we have to get a level. I believe I have a level here in my toolbox. Or is it in the other one? Outside. I think I could go eye of it. So what we're gonna do is take this. Now how we gotta look at that, the diagram, because I know how to put the screws in and the anchors, but I want to see that we can screw the screws. Okay, it says for this type of installation, right here, showing you picking these two slots, and that is right here. That's these slots, not the top ones, but the lower ones. I guess you could probably get a screwdriver in there, but what we're going to do is we're going to mount it like this, and we're going to mark the holes where we put the screws. Mount it like that. So we want the screw here. Let's see, did we get, no, we didn't get anything. Is these dry? We gotta get one that's not dry. We can throw this one out. We'll throw this one out. They should be okay. They're not that old. Let's see. This one's tight, so this should be okay. Yes, this is okay. So now we take the mount, put it about here. I have the banner, so we want to go just over here, because the banner will be hidden. So straighten it out, and that's where we want it. So we make a mark here. We make a mark here. Make a mark here and here. Okay, that's 3 marks on the wall. Now, put this out of the way, over here. And they say to use a drill, but what I'm going to use is a screwdriver and pound it through the thing, because I don't feel like getting the drill out and I'm lazy. I don't recommend this, but in a pinch, you could do this. Have an adult help you. Hopefully this will work. If not, I gotta get the drill. See? That's the drywall. Okay? So that's what I want to do. You don't really have to get a drill, but I recommend it. Use a drill, and this is my idea. I'm doing this for my holes. So I don't recommend using a screwdriver, or get an awl. They have, like, it looks like an ice pick, but it's thicker on one end that you can make a little hole, start a hole. You can do that with the awl and then make the hole bigger. That's plenty big with the anchors and everything else. So let's make the second hole. I figured that it shouldn't have come off, but okay, it did. My bracket, we can put that back at the end. Okay. I may hit a beam here. This might be a beam. That's a beam. So that's fine. Only have to put an anchor there. Now we have this one. Same thing. It should be a beam. But I'm mounting the computer thing. Relax. I told her I was doing it. She didn't think I was doing that. So those two are actual screws. And the screws are big enough that it will actually screw into the wall. The only one that I have to put anchors in are these two, because that's not anchored into a wall, into the beam. These two are gonna go into a beam, so that's fine. We'll check the screws once we get it. So let's do this one. See, now that's the difference. That's drywall. So we should be able to just screw that into that point. Now what we have to do, I watched the diagram. It's going to tell you to take the anchor. Maybe we have to make the hole a little bigger, but it says to take this anchor and we have to push it through this hole. So we have to make the hole a little bigger. See? This way. So when you put it in, you put this in like this. I'll show you. You see what we have? This. You get this into the wall to this point. Then you have to take one of these anchors, push things. You take this, and you push it in here like this with the hammer. what you're going to do, this is going to be squeezed in the wall. Okay, now let me get this to show you. This is going to be squeezed in the wall. Okay, so what you got to do is put this in, and you push this forward, and this will push this anchor out like that, and it's secured to the wall, this point and this point. So then you just pull this out, and you have the anchor in the wall. This is the wall, that's the anchor, so it's not going anywhere. And you just put your screw into there, and it's anchored to the wall. This would screw into that, and it will stay anchored to the wall. So that's what we got to do. We got to make this hole just a little bit bigger so we can squish this in there. Okay. Now, gonna make it a little bigger. You see, I'm doing this to make the hole bigger. I don't have to worry, I'm not going to make it that big, but enough to get the anchor in so that we can hammer it in. I'm going to open this side just a little bit. We got this bigger. This is it. This should stick now. Okay. I want to try to show you what I'm going to do is squeeze this, and let's move this over here so that you can see better. This is what I'm going to do. I don't know if you can see the holes. The holes are right here, okay? So what I'm going to do is take this, like this, squeeze it into the hole first. Make this a little bigger. Again, it would be easier to use a drill bit, make a hole a little bigger, but I figured this would be the easiest way to do it. Let's see if we can get it. See? Can you see? I gotta bring you closer. Can you see the anchor right there? So what we're gonna do is push this in. There. Now what you do is you take this little thing and you can push just a little more into the wall, get it flush, because you're not going to put an anchor on that screw because you can't get the anchor, so you want this as flush as possible. That's it. Then you take this little anchor, you put this in the hole like that, and you push. It popped. So you pull it out. That anchor is not going anywhere. Now we have to put the other one in the other side by doing the same thing. Make the hole bigger. Do the same thing. Pinch the anchor like this. Pinch the anchor like this so that it looks like this. Now you're going to take this and you're going to squeeze it into the wall. What you're going to do is get your hammer. You have to hold this like this at this hole site, and then with the hammer, and you see it's there, it's in the wall. Now you make it flush to the board. I just lost it. Where'd it go? I'll find it later. I don't need the thing, so let's do another one. There it is. There it is. Right here. It fell. All right. I'm gonna take this, do the same thing here. Like I said, this is a beam right there. This isn't. There's a difference. Only thing is, I can't hold it tight enough and put the screw, the hammer to it. See if we can get it, make it a little bigger. Doesn't matter because this is bigger. There we go. There we go. See? You see it? Now. It went in. Same thing. The little anchor, push, pin. You push this into the hole like that, and then you hammer it till it pops. It popped. That's it. Then you take it out, and now you screw your screws into the device. That's these. We're going to use the long screws. There should be 4 long screws. You get more You get 8 short screws, you get 4 long screws. The 4 long screws are for putting it into the wall anchor or into drywall. The other ones are to do it on the back of a desk or the back of the computer screen, which we're not doing. And then if you want to secure it to the thing, you would want to do that if you were securing it to a desk. You would put it on the desk, and then you would put these screws in here, over here. Let me show you. You see there are holes here and here that if you're mounted under the desk, you wouldn't have to use the long screws because you have the drawers there. They're just enough to anchor it tight enough. And putting it on a back wall or back here, there's just enough space that they work it so that you can put it behind it. And most monitors and most TVs now have the holes for the wall mounts. This has it too. So we're not mounting it to the computer because we wouldn't have the space behind it, which we need. We can mount it behind the thing. Let me get this opened. Okay, I got the screws out that I need, but I want to show you. These are the long screws that they have there. Okay, these screws. This has a point on it. See the point on the screw? Now, the little one here, this one, I don't know if you can see it. This one. That's a small one. There's no point on it because this would go into here, right into there, if you were mounting it under the desk. And the reason they tell you to mount it so you would have this part with your device connections and everything else and your on off and everything under the desk, that you would have it so this would be facing you and you'd be able to screw the 4 screws in so you don't knock it around. But we're going to mount it on the wall, so we don't need that. And they also come with shorter screws. We may need these. We don't know how thick the board is here to get to the beam, so we may need that. So they give you shorter screws that you can put into wood, like actually put it on the back of a desk or something, or a piece of plywood. This is not plywood. This is a fiber, not a fiber board, a decorative board. So I want to make sure it doesn't fall. So I want to use not this screw, but the other ones. If it doesn't screw in and we can get it tight with this, we'll use this. But we're going to try the longer screws first. And they're all Phillips. And we're going to use a drill here. This. To get them in faster, hopefully we can do this. What I want to do is get on this side of you. We can move this back a little bit. What I want to do is get the screw into the hole. This is what's going to be difficult to do. I can't see it. There it is. So I don't want to lose it. So what we're going to do Let's do this. I'm gonna go look behind it and put it in. I think I got it. Let's see. We don't want to put it in too tight yet because we got to line up the other hole. We got the one in, so we should be able to line up the hole. Yeah, that stopped there. So let's see if we can do this. I have to get this light and turn this light on so that we can see in here. Good to have the ring light here. Ah, that's better. Okay, we got the ring light on beside us. Right here. So that makes it better. I can see. I can see now. Okay. It'll go. Now we have to line up the other two holes. You can see they line up here. You can't see it, but I can see it. And am I doing this right? Let me see something. The mount. I may have mounted it wrong. This here really doesn't matter. This thing's just going to slide into it. But there's these at the bottom. Where did they go? You have to see. I just realized that I didn't look. You should look at the directions when you're ready to do your next step. See, and I didn't. What do I do with it? Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, this goes at the bottom. So I gotta take it out. Hopefully we can do it without losing the screws. I don't think it would make a difference, but it's in the wood. There we go. screws. And this one, same thing. We have to hold on to it. Turn it around. Okay, we got it. Sorry about that. That went on the desk, so it doesn't matter. All right, now we got to turn it around. Let me get a cough drop here. So now you have to turn it around. This is the way it goes, like this, with these straps down there. I don't know what the straps are for. I gotta go to the YouTube video and see what the straps are for. Just want to get it in there, and then we'll tighten it. The reason you hear that thing is because I'm doing it on a slant, and you saw it. If I did it right, it didn't do that. You don't want to make it too tight yet. So now we get the second one. This one. So if I do this, I can see I got the other two holes lined up. So now I can tighten it, but not all the way until I get all the screws in. This has got to go in. See if we have another one. That's in all the way. Now those two are lined up. So we got to get this one in. See, now I'm looking at that. That's too tight to really force that in there. So what we got to do is we got to get this screw out and put the smaller one in. Hopefully it will come out. I don't want to strip it. There we go. That one should do it. Now, So now we can't use this screw because we're going into the beam and this is too tight. So we got to use the smaller one. Now this should take the beam. Hopefully we can get this in here. Now this should go tight. Okay, now we put it this way. Now we can tighten this one up because the other two holes line up. That's tight. Okay, now we'll put this one, the longer screw. This one. It's a longer screw. This one in there, in the first hole on the left side. All right, hopefully it will go. Maybe I have to do this one with the screwdriver. Gotta make sure it's in. We'll check it. Now, I tried the long screw here. It was too tight. Tough to get in. So what we're gonna do is go to the smaller one, which I put in there. It just caught. I shouldn't have kept trying to force it. This one, this is shorter. As you can see, I'm gonna show you. I'm not making it up. Where's the longer screw? Here we go. You see the difference in the screws? This one will go in here. And what I will do is I will take the screwdriver after I do the electric screw gun and try to tighten it up a little more. So let's see. That's it. Now, what I will do is take the screwdriver and tighten them up more. I'm using the screwdriver as you can see, to tighten them up more. Get it as tight as we can. With the anchor. That's it. Now this screw here. Same thing. In tight. There we go. And then this one. Same way. In tight. There we go. This one too. There we go. Now this one. Okay, that's not going anywhere. Now, it's so this is for, probably for the cords, these straps. I don't think we need them because it's going to hang down. So let's try putting the computer that I have these facing here and these, the face of the computer facing over here, so that I can look at it. I can take out the HDMI cable and everything are all hooked up back here, but then the mount for the electronic mouse, that's in the front. And if I want anything else, I have a couple here, an HDMI and another one on this computer, but we want to mount it this way. Let's see if we can do that. There we go. It's out of the way. Now what we're going to do is we're going to tie up all these wires up on a thing in a cord. They actually has one on here. This one. That you can tie the wires up. So we'll put all the wires in here. That's what this is for, but I'm not going to use it. We're going to put all the wires in here into this one. This will go up, right? Yep, it'll go up right here. Up above the thing. We can wrap it around several times. There, like that. Now I will pull these down. Now what we can do is we can take this off, and it's hidden behind it. If I have to get to it, I just pull the sign up. It's there. The banner. There it is. See it? So and what's on? Now what we can do is get all these, and here we'll pull all these down. Out of the way, behind us, this way. This is to the plug at the bottom. We can do that. We'll get another strip and we'll tie that up. But that's good for now. And then this is for the phone. This is for the phone. Yeah, that's for the phone. That's for my camera. Okay, now let's put this back. Excuse me. Okay, now we can take the camera boom, this, and stick it on here with no problem. I had to have it out. I had to have it out about 3 inches because of the computer, and there was fear of it tipping. Now I can have it anywhere. I can move it a little better. So that's perfect. I'll show you what I'm talking about. You see over here? You see this? It's now against the wall. You see it? Now, when I had it before, I had to have it out like that to have the computer on the table. So now I can push it back. So in other words, that was out here, touching the thing. Now it's not touching. So we can move it around. Either way, the computer is safe behind the thing. That's what we wanted. We can put this now on here with no problem. It'll be out of the way. We got to get this. Here we go. With this right here, with it out of the way, and there's no problem. There's no problem with that. That can stay right there. That's fine. That's out of the way. So now I can put my phone over here. I know I have it. Put all my chargers. Put my things back up here with no problem. And we could put our camera back right here. So that's definitely out of the way. So now we'll put the camera back. We'll get a strap, and we'll tie up those things. So now we can put the camera on. Let's do it this way. We should do it this way. Let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. So we're not twisting the wire on the camera. So now we can put this back on here. tighten this up. Make this a little loose so we can move the ball. We want the camera here. We can always tighten it later. There we go. I goofed. All right. Which is the camera? This is the camera. Let's pull it out. Yep, it's off. Now, how is this done here? Have to see what wire we have here. This is the wire that we want. Am I pulling the wrong one? I believe this is the camera. Okay. Now why is the table shifting? Okay. Now we have a problem. This is for the headphones. This is for the phone. This is for the headphones. Where is the camera? Okay, that's it. I got it hooked up. I have everything the way I want it. I can move this around without worrying about the computer screen hitting it. It was too close. That's it. What I have to do is go in here and find out what happened to the camera and untangle these wires, and then we'll put a strip on there, and I will show you that in another video. So like, comment, subscribe, ding that bell, let me know what you think of the video, and I will see you in the next one. That's it. Let me try one thing first, if we can get it, find out where it is. Here it is, right here. But what I want to do is get this out of it being tangled up in here, like this. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like the video. If you do, good or bad, whatever, put a comment down below. Let me know if I helped you with your problem. So we got to get this untangled here. Like I said, we're going to do a view through the ring light, and it will explain everything that I did, but I want to get this hooked up. What I have is a shelf here where I can stick the keyboard. No, we don't want that. That's too, we want this this way. That's the problem. That's why it's flickering. We want it here. So we're going to put it here like this. And I'll show you this board. We can take this out now. We can take this away. We'll clean up. We'll take this away. We'll put this in our toolbox. Our hammers. And I will show you. We can put the glue away. That's in the toolbox also. Now, as you can see, I'm going to mount the camera here. So we'll do that. Now we can put this like this and get it out of the way. But what I wanted, and we can move this too, the ball. We want this up like this. We want this up like that. And we want our camera like this. So we can move the camera any way we want. Like that or like that. Okay, that's it. That's lined up. So now I can move this freely. And hopefully I'll get this behind it, but I wanted to show you. Let me clean up this first. We'll put this back also. This and this, the shelf back up in just a second. Very easy to do. We want to get all this stuff out of the way. That fell behind there. I know where it is. We'll get it. We have another anchor. We have the anchor push pins. Okay. We have the screws. So there were 3 types of screws. Little ones, like this. I don't know if you can see it. You see that little one? There's this one. And there was a shorter one in the bag. You see it? They were for going into wood behind the plasterboard. You hit a beam, you'd use that because you're not forcing a big screw in there. The big screw was for the anchor. So I was able to use 2 of the screws that they gave me. 2 of the long ones and 2 of the short pointy ones in the wall mount. Or if you mount it in a desk, you can do it. But if you're going to mount it in a computer or computer screen or behind a desk, and I want you to mount the computer itself had the holes here and here that you could use to secure it. We don't need that because it's behind us. It's out of the way. We're not looking to do that. So I want to get these in here. And like I said, after this video, a view from the ring light will come up. So I do want to show you what I'm talking about, how I have it set up, and the rest of the stuff will be on the view through the ring light. So we can save these just in case we have to move or whatever. I can take my computer, I can take them out. We'll put these aside. Now I do want to show you this. This is the box that everything came in. We'll keep it for a while to make sure. What I did want to show you, this we can put back. Put that there for right now. Now, what I did want to show you is here. We'll bring the camera around. Right here. Okay? On the desk. When I do my thing, which we'll do through view through the ring light too, I believe these are for securing the wires out of the way, but I don't want to do that. I want them to come straight down. I want to have them visible. Not like that. Not like this, but I'm going to get the computer ties. I can even use this and tie them together so that if I had to get any out, I wouldn't know what to do. I wouldn't have to take this down and take this off and whatever. I don't need it. That's only if you want it. You're mounting it under the desk and you want to get the wires out of the way. They're fine where they are. I will strap them up and I will put them in a thing so you'll only have one thing showing. So we got to put this away. We'll save this. We'll save this. Excuse me. We'll save that. Now, the way I have it set up, when I do my streams, I will show you in that too. I connect this to this, and this is connected to the computer. All right. These come closer. Bring it down more. These, you see this over here. You see these wires over here? This right here is connected into the computer. Okay? And I'm thinking of turning it around. But I like it this way because it's on the left side and I can easily access them and stuff like that if I have to. But this is for the reason I have this is I have this stuff on that side, so I'll leave that way. I could have turned it around, but then you'd have the wires on top. I don't want that way. Or could have done it either way. I want to be able to see the wires. So that's the west way. This goes to here like this. This goes into here, into the sound card, which I'll show you when I view to the ring light. We put this back up here. And this is set up so that if I have to get to my computer, all I got to do is pull this out like that. I have my mouse pad there. And that's why I have, so my camera, my phone, the sound card, and the headphones are all hooked up to there. So I get easy access to it. If I have to find out what's going on, want to change it, I have easy access to it. And this is the computer. Let's see if it works. and we'll check our camera too. I believe it will. This mouse is for this computer over here. Let's see. See, I have it up. I have this that I normally put this way when we're out of the stream. So let's bring it back up. Come on. Here we go. One. Watch. Now we want to check the camera. So let's see if we have access to our StreamYard, which we do. You have no upcoming streams recorded. Okay, so we can get out of that. Now let's check the camera. That's it. It works, and we'll do a view through the ring light. I'll tell you about this ring light and everything else, but that's how I have it set up. So like, comment, subscribe, ding that bell, let me know what you think. That's mounting the computer. So now I can move this without any problem. See, I can move it that way. I can move it this way with no problem. Or back to the corner where I usually have it. You want to see, we can turn this off now. We're doing a view through the ring light. That's it. You see everything. We'll move that out of the way. You can see everything. That's what I want you to see. So I can actually talk to you. I can look over to the side. I can turn around and be right in front of you. That's the idea. So when I'm done, I end the stream. I put the camera down. I put this off. This is, so the camera does stay on unless you disengage the camera. I don't always disengage the camera. I just turn the camera source off. And this little thing here, you flip it down and people can't see what's going on in the room. So that's it. Everything is working. I'll be back later on with the view from the ring light. Hope you enjoyed that. I will see you in the next video. Till then, Stephen F. signing off. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.